What's up, Planeswalkers? Another day, another deck, and today we are going to be playing some Azorius Flyers. That's right, we got Aang, Swift Savior, we've got Starfield Shepherd here as well, we've got Momo, Nurturing Pixie, Seamrip, Boomerang Basics, Mockingbird, and even Surris, Spidersilk, Innovator. That's right, a Spider-Man card made it into the deck. Let's see how it does on the ladder, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. We're on our way to 1,900 subscribers, and I think this is a keep. We got a Stormchaser's talent, and a very fun card in Kitesail Larcenist. That's right, we didn't even talk about this card. This card puts in some work. Just get ready to see it. Alright, so we want to go ahead and get out the Quantum Riddler a bit early. Allow us to draw an extra card, swing in for one. Opponent we might have the perfect chance here. They might be playing Badger Mole. If they are, oh, it's going to be glorious. They are. Get ready, opponent. So, this is our secret technique. Kitesail Larcenist. Whenever it enters, we basically get to select a creature of our own and our opponent's, and we can turn it into a treasure. So we're not going to select our otter here because we don't want to. So let's go ahead and do submit 0. And then we turn their Badger Mole into a treasure until Kitesail Larcenist leaves the battlefield. Hopefully this means that opponent will sacrifice their Badger Mole cub. But then what we can do is we can always go ahead and essentially just airbend our own Kitesail Larcenist to play it again to go ahead and take another target if they get rid of the treasure. It's hilarious. So opponent sacrifices their Badger Mole cub. Perfect. Oh, even better. So look, we have Airbender's Ascension here. So let's go ahead and Airbender's Ascension into our Kitesail Larcenist, and then we can play it immediately. So that's really the gist of this deck. This is where this deck does amazing. So now look, in 2 turns, we've now effectively shut down our opponent's Ouroboros and their Badger Mole cub on a good curve. So, oh yeah, we don't select our otter. We do select their Ouroboros. Swing for 2. And look, they got a 2/4 treasure token. How nice for opponents. Isn't that nice for them? I think it is. Alright, Diligent Zookeeper. Do we do it again, though? That's the real question. We could take the Mockingbird, have it enter in as a copy of the Kitesail Larcenist, but maybe we just go ahead and throw down a Momo, hold up an Aang, and swing out for our opponent. Well, swing out with the Kitesail, I should say. Not the otter. The otter might be a little bit dangerous there. I don't want it to die yet. We might still turn that thing into a treasure for us. Opponent's finally starting to see, they're like, wait, this is the card. This card shuts down my deck. Ooh, Archdruid's Charm. So they were ready for it. They're going to try and fight. But you can't fight if you don't have a creature on the battlefield. We can go ahead and airbend away their Diligent Zookeeper. Boom, boom, boom. And we now have Aang on the battlefield, and we are off to the races here. I mean, next turn we're going to be able to swing out and do pretty big things. And just like that, opponent's seen enough, and on to the next one. Okay. We got Ron Bruegel. I thought it was Burgundy for a second. I was like, we're facing Ron Burgundy. Very nice. But we're not. Opponent showing red. This might be a tough matchup for us just because if they are playing mono red, but we've got 2 Airbender's Ascensions. Hopefully we get a land into a Kitesail. Make that 3 Airbender's Ascension. So let's go ahead and play our Lone Spider card. We do have a 2/1 with reach, so that'll help take care of their Slick Shot Show Off unless they can kill it. And Burst Lightning. Opponent's going to go ahead and destroy our Reach Spider. That's fine. This is going to hurt, though. They probably have some ways. Secret Identity, yep. So they're going to go ahead and make it a 3/4. And then if they have another spell, it's going to go up to 9. Oof. That's a big hit. Imagine turn 3, we've been hit for 11 damage. That's insane. We're going to make it a blue. We are going to pay the 2 because we want to turn the Slick Shot into a treasure. We're not going to turn our own. I thought about it for a second, but I don't think we're going to be able to bounce the Kitesail as effectively this time. I mean, we could, but we got Momo. So I think we go Momo here into Aang, bounce the firebending student. I almost said assistant. We could just go Airbender's Ascension too. I think we go Airbender's Ascension. The more we have down for the Airbender's Ascension, the better, because when we want to prioritize that, just because when we play our Aang, then we're going to get to put a counter on it. I didn't need to attack with Surris there. I don't know why I did. But we'll pass the turn. We're going to make opponent sacrifice. I was going to say, they need to sacrifice their treasure. Get rid of your treasure, opponent. Let's Airbender's Ascension again here. I think it'd be good. We Airbender's Ascension the firebending student once more. And then we could Airbender's Ascension again, and we can target our Surris here so that next turn we can play it and get a spider, and then we'll get a ton of triggers actually when it enters and then when the spider enters, I believe, because you create it. So that'll be good for us. I mean, we could just straight up use the backside of it, couldn't we? Well, maybe we go Quantum Riddler first, get an extra draw card. It's only 1 because of Momo, and we could still hold up the Aang if we want also. Momo is going to get a +1/+1 counter. We can then go ahead and boom. I don't know what's best for us here. Maybe we just go Aang immediately, just to allow us to airbend their firebending student again, pump up Momo more. I mean, there's a lot of ways that we could do this here that would benefit us. I feel like we could have also tried to get out some extra creatures, because if we would have put out at least one more creature, then lightning strike. Well, we will have a blocker. The worst thing that could happen right now is opponent run into like a bunch of stuff. So, I mean, they're going to hit us hard. So they can go Slick Shot Show Off here, Lightning Strike Aang, and then if they have a shock, they just win, right? If they have a shock to face, they win. Don't let them have. Okay, they don't have it. That's perfectly fine by me. We are going to be able to bounce some stuff this next turn though, because we can play the Starfield Shepherd. We can then go ahead and grab a 1-drop. Let's put a bunch of counters on our Airbender's Ascension. I think we got this here. And then we can grab a Nurturing Pixie. I think that would probably be best, because we could grab the Pixie, bounce some stuff, play it, bounce some stuff, play it. Momo is legendary. Yeah, let's get the Pixie here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw down the spider dude, and then we get to go ahead and start bouncing some of our stuff here. We can always go ahead and just do that now too. So if we throw down I mean, we don't even have to do the Nurturing Pixie. So we swing out, deal 4 damage to opponent, right? Now what we do is when opponent starts there, or well, when we end our turn, we can go ahead and just target like our 3 creatures. So the Shepherd will be free now, the Momo will enter back in, and then the Kitesail will get another trigger where we can take the Slick Shot Show Off. And we don't want to do anything of our own. Take the show off. Now we have 4 blockers up for their Otter, and we just really hope that they somehow can't deal us 4 damage here. Wow, yeah, this deck is insane. I remember playing early versions of this thinking like, oh, this deck is pretty good, but this one is like completely fleshed out. This is definitely the 2.0, and look at that. Slick Shot Show Off is a treasure. Best way to do it. I mean, yeah, there's no way. I don't think there's any way they could win. They would need a Burst Lightning off the top. they can bring back something. Oh, did they play a Burst Lightning this game? Let's see. No Lightning Strike. Okay. Whew. I was going to say, yeah, but even if they did have a Burst Lightning, we still win. We swing out next turn. Yep, opponent seen enough. Well, good game, opponent, and into the wrap-up. So this is the new and improved Azorius Flyers deck. Let me know what you think about it. Do you love it? Do you hate it? I think the huge all-star here is absolutely Kitesail Larcenist. This card is insane. I did not expect it to be that good. Only 2 copies in this deck too. I might try to push 4. I personally like it because it's a 3-drop. It kind of shuts things down. It has built-in protection from Ward, and then it gives you a benefit of ramping in blue-white if you really want, even in just mono-blue. But let me know what you think in the comments. And once again, first and foremost, last but not least, you are doing everything right today, and you matter. Goodbye.